The relationship between members of the once united House has turned to a cat-and-mouse game. APC lawmakers led by the Speaker, who spoke late Monday night outside Ado-Ekiti, condemns the Monday sit-in, even as the state government insists that whatever transpires in the House is for the overall interest of Ekiti people.
We needed to pass those three commissioners in the interest of Ekiti State. We are not looking at passing the commissioners wholesale. We are looking at what is in the best interest of Ekiti State, because the last government has plunged the state into so much financial mess.
As far as we are concerned, there was no sitting, and as a result of that, the sitting was illegal, and whichever action they might have carried out are illegal.
The state government tenaciously holds that a quorum of 10 members of the House was formed during the sit-in, a position punctured by the APC, which claimed the 19-member APC is still intact in the House.
There were 10 members of the House of Assembly. As a member of the former Ondo State House of Assembly, I know that the quorum is 9, and I saw 10 people in that House of Assembly yesterday because I was there.
There was impersonation. If there were 10 people there actually, it means there were 7 honorable members and 3 imported thugs that joined them.
The Speaker and his APC colleagues are, however, spoiling for war, even as the state government denies any involvement in the row ravaging the state legislature.
It's an affair of the State House of Assembly. The governor has no hand in it. He is not a personal beneficiary of any of the actions.
Sitting was an illegal sitting because, one, they did not even form quorum. And whatever we are going to do, you'll be hearing from us.
With both parties gunning for each other's throats, the last of this supremacy battle appears yet to be seen. Rashid, Core TV News, Ado-Ekiti.
Well, just exactly like we predicted on Monday, the Ekiti State House of Assembly saga is not likely to end anytime soon. The new twist to the story now is the Speaker of the House of Assembly in that state saying that his accounts have been freezed and that electricity supply has also been cut from his official lodge, and there is also a stop to his statutory votes for his upkeep and protocol, and that Speaker Omiri insists, are all moved by the state government and the person of the state governor to intimidate him and have control of the State House of Assembly. He also added yesterday that the governor announced the sacking of his aides, including that of the deputy speaker as well as the majority leader. He didn't stop there. He also added that his official vehicles have now been demobilized because their keys have been taken to the office of the governor, while his official drivers have also been redeployed. Now, we're working out had to be joined by SA to Governor Fayose on media. I spoke with him earlier and he agreed to join us on the program. I beg your pardon, anytime soon. But I'm joined now by veteran public affairs analyst Olabode Osenie. It's been a while that I saw your face. Good morning.
Good morning, Ifemi, and thank you very much for having me again.
It's all right. Let me start by asking you how all of these what are your perceptions, what are your opinions as regards all of these developments, given the history of all of this in Ekiti? It started with trade of words between Governor Fayose and the ex-governor, what's his name now, Fayemi, who they were talking about the cost implication of the State House. Not until recently, too, APC came up with another story, another dimension of the story, that Fayose is now already asphalted roads. He's putting marbles. As a matter of fact, he has contracted the repainting of the State House to his blood brother. And then it keeps going on and on like that. Where do you put this, in your own opinion?
Thank you. Well, I just find out that working on a book about my sojourn here now, and also thinking about what I've seen so far, looks like we collectively, we have stopped thinking. We stopped thinking. we get saturated at a point that we cannot even think anymore, because our behaviors, the way we operate, the way we look at business of governance in this country is showing people of my like who are educated in political science, public science, and so on and so forth, who can normally ordinarily should be able to do analysis of issues affecting or relating to the to a country or to the polity of any legally constituted authority.
Okay.
What am I saying here? All what is happening here is nothing more than show of force. Not long ago in America, to be precise, November 4, there was what we call the midterm blues, when President Obama, his political party, lost heavily. So as we speak now, majority of the upper chamber are the opposition party. But then we don't hear anything like this. You understand me? In France, we don't hear anything like this. In the UK, we don't hear anything like this. Anything like this, what I'm saying is, where because somebody win an election, he now gets into power, he now decide or chooses to hunt, harass, molest his opponent or whatever for some reasons.
But you know, they say once beaten, twice
Yeah,
shy.
let me finish. I'm not sitting down here campaigning or speaking for anybody.
Okay.
Again, I keep using the method I normally use in my job as an analyst. Common sense should say that even after the election, any winning party should be able to, number one, reconcile, reach out to the opposition party, because you know what? It is what we call the masses. Hoi polloi. The masses, the majority of our people who are suffering perpetually. These are the losers. They are the ones suffering. Because what is in all this for ordinary man of EKITI?
But is it that as Africans we lack the capacity to make this happen? Because initially after the election, we saw the height of the show of sportsmanship
from the former governor. Yeah,
between the two of them, because not only did he invite him, Governor Fayose was also present, and they shook hands. They said, well, we're going to form a committee together. This is not a do or die affair. If this is the will of the EKITI people, so be it. But then what is on the news today does not reflect the same show, the same spirit of sportsmanship that we saw earlier.
Yeah, that's. I also use this analogy. I use it a lot even in Europe. That if you have a basket of rotten apples,
okay,
let's take example of 10 of them, and the 9 of them are rotten, how can you just easily take one good one out of it? It's going to be impossible. So that is the example of, you just use the analogy, you give us an example of a former governor, Fayemi, agreeing to the result of the election and say, you know what, the people have spoken, so we leave it like that. But then again, my job has not even finished. I want to be there for you, join you, not necessarily in ruling, but then again, at least give you all the necessary support. Even the experience I've made the last 4 years, where the job stop, where I stop, you can continue. But we don't have that spirit in this country.
But don't you think that, sorry for cutting you, sir, but don't you think that the certain steps taken by Fayemi at that time too was too forward for him to have created additional new local government areas just a few months to his exit, and then he went ahead to make certain employment? Wouldn't you see that, even from a human being point of view, as fighting the new government?
Again, still does not mean that the new governor now should not use the golden opportunity.
It's all right.
You understand me?
Just a minute. I believe we're being joined now by SA2 Governor Fayose Lere Olayinka. Good morning, Lere.
Good morning.
You're on live on Core Digest, exclusive on Core TV News.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us today. Now, updates on the story we started following yesterday. It's a point of view from the Speaker of the EKITI State House of Assembly, who has come out now to cry that his account has been frozen by your principal. Not only that, electricity supply has also been cut from his official residence, as well as his official cars withdrawn. His aides and his drivers have also been redeployed. How do you react to all of these developments, Larry?
The first thing I want to ask the speaker is, how long has he been to EKITI? The man has not been to the office in the last 2 weeks. He has not been to EKITI. At least this week, he has not been to EKITI. He has been moving from Akure to Lagos, every day. So that is what they have been doing. So if you have not been to your office, how will you know whether the office has been locked or something has happened in the office or not? All these allegations are not true. These people said 2 days ago that the speaker had been impeached. The speaker you said was impeached. Is it the same speaker whose official vehicle was withdrawn? They lied 2 days ago that the man was impeached. Now they are lying again that his office has been still on, his staff has been clinical. All these lies cannot work.
It's all right, Larry.
But you come to EKITI. His office was not sealed. Nothing has happened to his residence. The House of Assembly in EKITI State has autonomy. There is House of Assembly Service Commission that is responsible for recruitment of staff into the House of Assembly. The governor has no power over the staff in the House of Assembly. He should stop telling lies.
Yes, all right, Larry, you are telling us categorically on this show that all of these claims by the speaker are nothing but lies. Is that what you're saying?
They are nothing but lies. Nothing but lies. Because how can I that are not part of the signatory to your bank account now order that the account be frozen?
But prior to this time, I'm sure you also heard about impounding of certain fuel stations that belong to certain APC lawmakers in the EKITI State.
There were 4 filling stations that were impounded that were sealed off. One of them belonged to the speaker. 3 other filling stations belong to other people. One of the filling stations belonged to an Igbo man. Is that Igbo man, is he a member of the House of Assembly? Are we now saying that because the man is a speaker, and because the man is a speaker, if he contravenes the law, he should not be touched? And again, code of conduct to act says that once you are a public officer, you have no right to claim or to run private business. So as a speaker, is he saying that he's also running private business?
It's all right, Larry, but there are also claims that, because I particularly saw you on TV talking about the cost implication of the state house built by the former governor, Kayode Fayemi. There are now claims from certain quarters that your principals is repainting this house, that particular contract was given to his blood brother, and that is also asphalting roads that have already been asphalted in this same state house and putting marbles and all of that. What's your position as regards this?
My brother, that government house was completed like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Is it possible for anyone to now go about repainting a government house that was painted 2 months ago when that person is not a fool? That government house was built with 3.3 billion naira. Furniture into that government house alone cost 4.9 million naira. The governor's office that was left or catered for or cared for by Fayemi, as at the time Alfashi has assumed office, the office of the governor was leaking. The entire lobby of the governor's office was leaking. It was flooded. You understand? And that was the office that Governor Fayoshe gave to someone, and the painting was done through direct labor. It was not a contract. It was a direct labor. I was with him when they called the painter. I was with him personally
But Larry,
It's not staying there.
Larry, does it not baffle you that all of these are happening quite too early in the 4-year journey? Just
It does not baffle me, honestly, because I know the people we are dealing with. I said it yesterday. When you are dealing with the people who are friends with the APC, and I want to say this with all honesty, the moment they are not the one in charge of the affair of the state, any other person is in charge of that affair must not be allowed to perform, must not be allowed to function. They did the same thing between 2007 and 2010 that Sheku Oni was in government. Incidentally, Sheku Oni, who I worked with then, is now with them. Let me tell you one thing. There was a time in this state that every day you witness armed robbery, kidnapping. Between 2008 and 2010, in this state, there was kidnapping every day, almost every week, on weekly basis. People in the top citizens of this state were being kidnapped. And who was involved? Who was carrying out this kidnapping? Certain Charles Ojo Ovie. When Ovie was arrested, Ovie confessed that he was always going to Ghana to see Fayemi. I have the police report.
it's all right, Larry. That's not exactly.
Police dead. Bring him.
I understand you, but that's not exactly what we're talking about. That, but just before we let you go,
So the situation now is that Ayo Bauchi has been governor. They never wanted him to be sworn in.
okay.
They were running from one court to another, looking for false injunction to prevent him from assuming office. Because they failed in that mission of preventing Ayo Bauchi from assuming office. Ayo Bauchi is now governor. The plan B is to make his government impossible.
Larry, Larry,
Function.
just a minute. We have to let you go now, but I want to ask you quickly because I recall your principal, one of his campaign statements was that he has changed, that he has repented, that he's a changed man, and that if given a chance, he is ready to work with everyone, irrespective of their party affiliation. Don't you think that is quite too early for all of this?
The governor has demonstrated a lot of willingness to work with everyone. He met with the House of Assembly members, both APC and PDP, 4 or 5 times. Every of the entitlements that Fayemi refused to pay, he paid. The 45 million naira was released to them as their only grant for 3 months that Fayemi refused to pay. For if Fayemi, their own person, their own party member, refused to pay their only grant, and Fayoshe, a PDP person, paid the only grant of an House of Assembly controlled by APC, what does that suggest?
It's all right.
The man is willing to work with everybody. See, if Ayo Bauchi sworn in Justice Babide Omotosho 3 weeks ago. Do you know who Babide Omotosho is? Babide Omotosho was the one who chaired the impeachment panel set up by Justice Aladejana and found purportedly found the governor guilty.
It's all right.
In 2006. And this man, this same Babide Omotosho, was recommended to be appointed as a judge by the NJC, National Judicial Council. In 2012, Fayemi refused to swear him in as a judge. Fayemi, a progressive, heard the NJC with contempt, refused to carry out the instructions given by the NJC that this man should be appointed a judge. He refused to he refused to swear in.
It's all right, Larry. I'm afraid we're running out of time now.
Sworn in as a judge.
I'm afraid I have to stop you there, but thank you very much for joining us. We've been speaking with Larry Olayinka, is SA to Governor Fayoshe in Communication and Media. We hope that you join us subsequently as we intend to balance our stories on Core TV News. Thank you very much for your contribution. Well, does it not baffle you that you hear claims from a side and then the other side totally absolve itself of claims? Is said categorically that all that Mr. Speaker has said in EKITI is not true.
Then it has to be like we're in a kindergarten where you have two children, usually the age of maybe 6, 7, 8, 9. Say who did this, and say it's not me, it's him. You know, Again, I would have thought that we should have gone past this level. For me, what concerns me most is to keep making this noise about the sovereign of the people. Because along the line, see how much amount of money that is changing and between the House of Legislature and the Governance Office. They are not even talking about how much money, apart from, well, I hope, whatever reasons people have to have voted in any government, they are getting dividend. But as you can see, substantial part of the money of each state just only revolve around the governor's office and the legislature, and probably the judiciary are even struggling. They are even peeping to see what can they get, because as you can see, they are also being relegated to be part of the masses. But again, let me say this, and I've said it many times on this program. We are showing a sign of we are unable to govern ourselves. We are showing signs of we are still not capable. Or whether and if we are capable, there must be something seriously, there must be a kind of deficiency or a kind of a defect in our system that is making us to be recycling ourselves, behaving the way we are doing. Because like I said, what government is all about is supposed to be carrying business on behalf of the masses. Because the power we are talking about now, the speaker, the deputy, the governor, and the secretary, and all that kind of thing, they take power. The power they are using now, exercising now, which are not, you know what I mean, are derived from the people, and they are not using it to benefit the people. And that's why I say, for the ordinary man of EKITI, the question is, what's your benefit? What do you get from all this? What's the lesson?
You know, they say,
and it's very sad.
They say once bitten, twice shy. You recall the conditions that led to the impeachment of Governor Ayodele Fayose while he was in office, I believe in 2006, thereabout. And now that you have a House of Assembly that is full of opposition members, probably is also being careful that the same evil that bedeviled him doesn't happen again. But is there a possibility, because I want us to be very objective in this discussion,
exactly, yeah.
Is there any possibility that the APC members of the lawmakers, I mean APC lawmakers in EKITI, are in any way frustrating the efforts of the executive?
You said it. You used that example of once bitten, twice shy. You said it 2 or 3 times, Nefemi. And I was processing in my head, what exactly are you trying to say here? Do not forget that the Constitution, we are operating, even though we are still behaving like, but the Constitution is clear. You cannot just trump up, you understand me? Even though, but you don't forget also, the impeachment you are talking about, the fear of unknown, you understand me? Unless otherwise, the other side have any magic to convert. And like I said, it is not necessarily it is not necessary to have a legislature that is going to be majority of your own party. I've just given you an example of America, where as we speak, majority of the upper house now are opposition to President Obama. The same thing in France and some other places. So what are we talking about? The governance is all about compromising, working together, finding a way forward for all this to benefit the people. We are not talking about the people here. I'm more concerned about the people who are suffering. Because as long as some of these people are concerned, it is all about themselves. They are not even okay. If governor gets into office, and you just ask the question, starting this shaky way, is this what they are going to do up to the next 3 or 4 years? Issue of who gets what, whether I'm going to be properly get position to stay where I am or not. This is not what they are voted for, and we continue to mix it up. You understand me? You can be in an opposition and have an excellent relationship. opposition governor, and have an excellent working relationship with the legislation.
You know,
because what it takes is just do what you're supposed to do. If policies, if jobs of governance is properly put in place and is being done, you understand me, there will not be this argument. There will not be this issue of...
Let's take this call from Abdul. Good morning, Abdul. How are you today?
Hello?
Yeah, turn down the volume of your TV,
Hello?
please. Go ahead now with your contribution.
Yeah, I'm going to get you. Yeah, you see, my... Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, my contribution is this. In regard to be frank, is an unfortunate situation. What we have found ourselves today in the democratic setting, it is quite unfortunate. And you see, this is happening to the ruling party. You know, it is saying that a young if we try to say it's not the violent way of acting. I listened to the SA media. He was contradicting himself. You talked about stealing 3 Philistines, and one belongs to an evil man. And secondly, you now say a government constitutionally is not allowed to do business. So what was the offense? Is it because the filling station was owned by the speaker and the constitution says that the speaker, a public office holder, should not do business? That is the reason why the station was built. Then why was the evil man also a public office holder or what? That his own station was built. You see, please let's call it spade the spade. When the election was conducted, a lot of things were being said that EKITI will be thrown into fire again with the margins of IFIT as the governor. It is what exactly we're seeing. How many days, how many months, back he does of the office? All talks. You know, this was the and it was empty. That the face tell you what the heart will do. In your face, we know piracy, all this about piracy is troublesome. It's quite unfortunate. I was so sad when I heard on the election that piracy become the winner of the election. And we were even proud to see infrastructure. You know, stomach infrastructure was what made it to an election. And if you ask this question, you say with all the knowledgeable people you have in the EKITI state, somebody will come and simply because you want to give you a bag of rice and it's 5,000 naira, and that alone qualifies it to become a governor and to vote for him. And today look at the result. Finally just left the office. 2 artists regime. I think there was less violence in that state. You know when guys finally take over from the battle of leadership, then can it really see where peace in that state? You think each time they call that man called piracy to order, he led his talks to go and beat up the High Court judge.
Well, Abdul,
that's
how much time permit us to take from you. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you very much for calling, Abdul from Abuja. With your call, try to make a contribution quite concise and timely so that we can get all of your ideas in a minute thereabout. Well, those particular school of thoughts are indeed for Abdul, and we do not share any of that here on Core TV News. But you made mention earlier in your opening remarks as regards the relationship that exists between opposition parties in developed climes. Why do you think we have this cat and dog relationship in this part of the world?
Again, there are these 3 words that are missing in our polity here, and we choose not to address that particular issue. And I've always made the example of how it was done in other civilized countries. The settings of Nigeria political climate is not different from that of America, or that of UK, Japan, or anywhere. Polities, governments, people representing constituency, area, local governments, and so on, is the same format. But why is our own not working? Is that not your question?
No.
the answer to that is because what they are doing over there, we are not doing it here. It's just the same thing like you have you have two other friends and you are giving maybe you have access to a brand new new cars, and three of you understand me, individually you drive your car, you maintain it. Someone will just say, because it's a brand new car, I'm not going to service it, I'll just drive it until when it knocks down.
Please just hold that thought. Let's take this call from Imam. Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Call Digest.
Good morning.
We can hear you. Go ahead with the contribution now.
Good morning. I know I'm from Odessa.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
All right. The government of we are not happy at all. We are not happy. I want to know who told policemen to come to House of Assembly of EKITI before the lawmaker came. Who told them to come? We are not talking about what is going on in Nigeria at all. At all, at all. So if you can help us to tell these people who are ruling us, this is not encouraging at all. So that's what I want to see. I want to know who caused these policemen to come to the House of Assembly yesterday. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your contribution, Imam. He was talking about the role of the military personnel in all of that, because there were also claims that there were heavy security presence at the House of Assembly complex yesterday in EKITI.
Again, like I was saying, the same military settings, agents of government, bodies, pressure groups, we have it in America, we have it all over the country, all other places. Why is our own upside down? Why are we having problem of operation? What is wrong? Because what is wrong with us is very simple, and I don't know why we are running away from that fact, that until when we install the rule of law in this country, that when the left knows the difference from his right, and when the one at the top, different levels, knows that he cannot go beyond certain things that are stated, are clearly considered in the concern of the country.
That's right.
You understand? Until when we start operating, that is what they are doing over there that is different from here.
Okay, we have Mohammed on the line now. Good morning, Mohammed. Mohammed, are you there?
I took it down. I slowed it down. Hello.
You're welcome. Go ahead now with the contribution.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
So my contribution is, I'm just praying for 2015. Let's God help us to get a very good politician. So that we can get a better life in Nigeria. Because if you watch our politicians now, they are just playing a dirty game, most of them. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much for your contribution. And it's amazing how Nigerians from across different states, not even from Southwest, are showing much interest in all of this. You were talking about the difference between developed climes and our own climb. But beyond all of that now, during the House of Reps saga, when the Speaker decamped from the PDP to the APC, there was much talked about that section of the Constitution, Section 68 and subsection 1G, that talks about him leaving his office and all of that. But I also found that there's also a provision of the law that allows the electorate to recall any member of the House, or call it House of Reps or House of Assembly, who is not doing well. But this is not the first time that we've seen such violent characteristics at the hallowed chambers. It happens in River, it happened in Edo State, but people are just keeping quiet about it, and it looks as if they don't really care about what happens there.
In democracy like us here, I mean, not fully actualized, the electoral process provide for one in every 4 years citizens of this country to cast their vote.
Okay.
And that is a very powerful weapon they have.
Okay.
So the weapon, I mean, now the citizens of this country should know, they should be aware that they have a second weapon. They have the second one
of calling them back,
of recalling the agent, your rep that is not the. Get yourself together and recall him.
Let's take this call from Owerri. Good morning, Prince.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to Call Digest.
Hello.
Go ahead with the contribution.
Hello. Hello.
What with you?
I'm calling from Owerri.
Okay.
Okay, I like your program. My contribution to your program is that.
Can you turn down the volume of your TV set?
We need to do what is right and what is needful. Our leaders are always ashamed to do what is needful. That is why they are against opposition. When you refuse to do the right thing, you laugh and put it on the opposition that they are presenting you, not to. I yourself don't want to do the right thing. That is why you're afraid of the opposition. How do you, under just few days in office, you have gone on to destroy the speaker station? Why? I think my own opinion and my own sense on this issue that the man don't want to do the right thing in the EKITI state. That is why he's afraid of opposition.
It's all right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prince, for your contribution. When you call in, please turn down the volume of your TV set, and the moment your call is acknowledged, just go ahead with the contribution. We'll also love to get a caller from EKITI State itself. We'd love to hear from you. If you're watching from EKITI, just call us and let's find out what the mood is like for the people of EKITI in that area. Let's begin to wrap this up now. What way forward for the EKITI people? Not only the EKITI people, but we have a situation whereby the governed don't even have a problem, but now leadership between executive and legislatures. What can be done to calm all of this down?
Well, this is not being rude to anybody, but I think the people of any state, if they are...
Just before you go ahead, yeah. I'm sorry for cutting you short. We have Larry calling. Good morning, Larry.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to Call Digest.
Hello.
What with you?
Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
Contribute to what is happening in EKITI now.
Go ahead, please.
What is happening there is a shame to this western, southwest here. Because we Yoruba here, we don't believe in any of behaving like a talk. That is what is happening in that EKITI now. Tayoshi is behaving like a talk. And when you are ruling a person, now you want to be a leader, you must play a good example for people to see. Now, if you do the right thing, people will follow you up. Not only in EKITI, we see opposition controlling the state, the state assembly. Why EKITI home is different? Now, you want to pass the bill. You allow the assembly people to do their job. Leave them, let them do their job. But you want to force things just anyhow because you are in a hurry. And we are saying, let these people be disciplined. Because so many people are doing things that is against the constitution of Nigeria and they are going scot-free. There is nobody to discipline them. That is why I'm against the federal government. You allow people to behave anyhow, they are going away with it free. If you discipline 2 or 3 people and they know and let Nigeria know that this is what is happening, they will support it. But when you allow them to do things and they go away with it free like that, then they will not be telling us story of what happened in 1992, what happened in 1992. So is that the way to be going?
It's all right. Thank you very much, Larry, for your contribution. Good to hear from you. No, but
not to be telling us what is happening in 1992.
Absolve the opposition lawmakers, the APC lawmakers totally of blames in this case, because even in the local parlance, when 2 people are fighting, they will tell you that each individual definitely has a share of blame in the
I told
issue.
you about the kindergarten.
Yeah.
That the children fighting over small toy or whatever. Who threw it? Who did it? And I said, it's not me, it's not you. But the reality.
Because Ekiti's case is also peculiar. Before 5 APC lawmakers decamped, there were just 2 members of the House out of the 26 who are original PDP members. So you understand the kind of friction that exists now between a PDP-led government and an APC-led House of Assembly.
Nifemi, I'm still saying, despite all this, and I want to repeat again and again and again, that the legislature is consisted of, comprises of opposition party, should not necessarily mean that governance cannot take place. If Governor Fayose knows that he is as popular as he is and was popularly elected, which is on record, all he needs to do is to come up with programs. If I'm one of his advisors, I say, you know, Oga, just show the people of Ekiti that you can do better than what they got before. Continue, come to the House of Assembly with your programs, with all what we can offer the people of Ekiti. Let us show them that we can do it better. And it's the people of Ekiti that will now say that, all the things that is promised also, we are now getting it. It's not only infrastructure of only 4 weeks, so it's going to be for a long time. So this is what I'll be saying to him. And I will not be afraid to talk to Governor Fayose and say, you know, and I'm using this opportunity to say to Governor Fayose, you know what, you can ignore these people. If you think they are a threat, they are not a threat to you because they are too, you know, if you do good jobs, make sure that everybody gets what they are, especially the people.
That's all right.
They will speak for you.
Expecting call from Ekiti, but I got another one from Anambra. Good morning, Tochukwu. How are you today?
Okay. Hello?
Morning. Good morning. Are you there?
Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, good morning.
Please, before I make my contribution, I want to kind of give an advice. It's for the good of the station. The last thing that's not fair. You see, these are the things we are trying to stop. It can contain it, please. It will go a long way to place coffee on a higher value. It's not fair. That is just on that. Then,
I didn't understand. Can you go over that again, Tochukwu?
It's quite complicated. And I want a situation. Hello?
Yeah, can you just go over that, Tochukwu?
Hello?
Give us the piece of advice again. Oh, I didn't get what you said.
Okay. So, what I'm trying to say is, the opposition and the ruling class need to come to the table of dialogue so that they afford the common good for the common man. I don't like a situation whereby the opposition is so desperate to get power and the ruling party is so desperate to subdue them. If any of them affects the common man. So my advice is, we are not going to the table of dialogue, irrespective of the party they belong. We understood that it's all about them, the ruling class. It's all about them, whether they make it, whether they do it, whether they find themselves. They are the same thing. You know all these things. But we have our power, we have the power to do and to do with our ballot. So we don't have whether they speak propaganda from 2030, we know them. And we know them to vote for. So that is my contribution. Thank you.
Emsira, please hold Tochukwu's call and document the first part of that call. I believe he has something to say to Court TV News. Messi, if you can get his number, if you can't hold the call, you can get his number so that we can call him back. I couldn't get the first part of his comment. All right, let's just wrap it up this way. Everyone seems to agree with the fact that what we see happening in Ekiti is not in tandem with what we wish for, especially for the sake of the good people of Ekiti.
Exactly.
But then the question now is, what role can we play? Because it boils down to the electorate. We are the one who they come to every 4 years to vote for them. We talked about recalling. Oh, I understand we have a call. Can we take one more call from EKITI? Okay, let's take this call and then we can have my guest perspective on all of these issues and wrap it up. Akin, good morning. Good morning, Akin.
Good morning.
Morning. How's EKITI today?
Good morning. Hello? Hello,
I'm with
morning.
you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead
Hello,
with the
good
contribution.
morning. Hello?
Go ahead with the contribution,
What I
Akin.
want to say is simple and straightforward. Let's take the case of hello. Let's take the case of Osenie as an example. When hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
As an example, when Aregbe came into power in 2010, the whole Osenie State House was dominated by PDP, and there was no problem throughout until election was until they did the conducted another election, and APC took over the house.
Okay.
Why can't Fayose just reach an agreement with these people and
I think we lost that. What part of EKITI was it coming from?
I wouldn't know. Only it's from EKITI. Nifemi, that's exactly what I was saying. And I'm happy somebody from EKITI back my argument up. It's a sign of weakness. It's a sign of weakness from any leader. Because leaders are supposed to have vision. They're supposed to know. They're supposed to lead. You understand me? They're supposed to show the people. So the people will now follow them. If Governor Fayose, and I'm saying this openly, this is not criticism of anybody. If I were one of his advisors, I would say, Oga, let us continue with our programs. Projects that these people will be too proud of, that will make it so difficult for any member of legislature, whether our own or anybody, whether we give them something or not, they will not be able to impeach it because, as I was trying to say before, the constitution is clear. You cannot just trump up, even though it has happened. Though it's only in Nigeria that 3 out of 20-something we impeach. You understand me? Look at this saga of forming quorum or not forming quorum. This constitution is also clear that yes, 9 people could be the quorum they are talking about, but at the same time, the Speaker of the House has to convene. You understand me? That meeting, that sitting, it cannot just be from nowhere. You cannot just, you see, all this business of barring or removing or whatever, the same thing we did in federal. The constitution is also clear. There are 4 very important positions in this country, and it's nothing to do with anybody at Ijebu or anywhere. These 4 important positions is the presidency, the deputy, the speaker of, the Senate leader, and the speaker. You cannot touch them. You must protect them 24/7. It is the constitution. You understand me? And anybody could be there. The person sitting there can come from Shagamu, can come from Makodi, anything. You cannot touch them. So we keep displaying act of, we are young, juvenility or whatever. Because what we are doing cannot be good for governance. We cannot say because this party or that party is not in my own party, that's why I'm having problems. It's a sign of weakness.
It's all right.
A strong political party that now has to do business with a weak one. You understand me? Get them together, work together, because like I said, the ultimate is to serve the people.
That's
the
right.
people are the ones that are being shortchanged here.
Okay.
And I think it's very sad.
Olabode, Osenie, thank you very much for joining us today on Cool Digest.
It's my pleasure.
I like your grey hair. And
Oh, thank you very much.
I have
It
two
takes time.
choices.
It takes time.
It's either I wait for it or I go and dye my own.
No, usually when you die, it will wear off. But when you get the natural one, it
It's
stays
all
there.
right. Thank you very much for
But
joining
I pray
us.
that you get there.
Amen. Amen. All right, we'll take a short break. Not break, we're wrapping up the show right now. I don't know what's wrong with me today. But thank you very much, guys, for joining us. We got quite a number of calls across the country again today. We appreciate your contribution and your passion to contribute to your own quota to national development. Cold Ideas continues tomorrow. I am Nifemi Ogunto. Stick around for the top of the hour news. Don't go away.
Nigerians are expected to seek out the best.
2 words to describe the activity. The Yoruba Unity Forum is conducted.
Be the first to know. TV News. From the north, south, east, west, and around Africa. Presidential ambition. We break the news.
Women in Nigeria.
Now you can catch all the actions live as the news spreads. We are Core TV News.
Welcome to Core TV Primetime
News. A 24-hour news station.